What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. So today we are going to be doing some beach fishing, and we're going to be targeting snook, jacks, tarpon, and all that good stuff. But today is going to be a little bit different. I'm actually going to be doing a sort of kind of a not unboxing, but like more of like showing you guys what new setup I got for my saltwater fishing, because I've already been using it. If you have watched my not my last video, but the one before that, where I was catching snook by the rocks and I was seeing tarpon and jacks, that video I used a brand new rod that I've actually never used in any of my videos because I recently bought it, and that is the Power Stick 8-foot Power Stick rod from Offshore Angler. So today I'm actually going to be using that rod again, but this time it's going to be paired with a Spinfisher VI. I recently picked up the Spinfisher VI on Amazon for a really good price, and I am going to be fishing with it today. So what I'm going to do first, I'm going to be rolling out some clips from when I was fishing and I was catching some snook off the beach. I'll roll those clips out right now, and then as soon as the fishing part of today's video is done, I'll meet you guys right back here, and I'm going to show you guys the new setup, and I'll break it down to you guys and show you guys all the specs and all that good stuff. So I really hope you guys enjoyed the rest of today's video. Alright, what's going on, guys? So I'm out here fishing on the jetty, the rocks, and I wanted to show you guys something. So last week I went on Amazon and I saw that they had the Spinfisher VI 4500 for $115, and that's a really good deal. So I picked it up and I have it paired on my Power Stick rod that I was using in the last video, and today we're going to be testing it out again on the Spinfisher V, and I have it spooled up with 20-pound test Power Pro white braid, and I also brought the fly rod out today. I'm going to give the fly rod a little whip today. I haven't thrown the fly rod in a very long time, so I figured that I was going to bring it out here. And conditions are, right now, a lot of rain right now, so hopefully we can make the best out of today and try to get some fish here. Wow, this water is really nasty. But we have the Spinfisher here, spooled up a 20-pound braid, and we're gonna give it a little whip here. Feels so different from the Shimano Sienna. Comparing Penn reels and Shimano reels, the Shimano reels are always a lot smoother than the Penn reels. But with the Penn reels, you have a little bit more drag, more line capacity, and sometimes the prices are a little bit cheaper. So, you know, in this dirty water, you wouldn't think that a fish would be sitting in this, but this is what they like. They like this dark water, and they just sit and they wait for something to, you know, come by. Right now we got a nice incoming tide. This is the tide I like to fish, the nice little incoming tide. Bringing in water usually means fish. Oh, first snook right there. Wow. Okay. All right. Yeah. Definitely not what I'm looking for right now. Wow, I didn't even pull up. It's only been what, 5 minutes? Not even. Guy. My guy. Are you kidding me right now? Oh, there he goes. Okay. All right. First snook of the day, and it was a dink. Oh my gosh, bro, that thing was so tiny. All right, at least we know the snook are biting. Now we need something a little bit bigger. Wow, that was just dumb. That was the smallest snook I think I've ever caught. Literally, that was the smallest snook I've ever caught. I've never caught a snook that small. Another little snook. Oh man, he came out of nowhere. Little snook. Come here, bro. Little snook right there. stabbed me. Man, these snook are so tiny. I was trying to cast to the jacks and I threw in there and he hit it right on the edge. Okay. I was casting to the jacks, bringing my lure back, and that one just hit it, but tiny, tiny, tiny. Thought it was a jack at first. They hit it right on the edge. Oh, another one, another one. Wow, they're stacked in here. Man, these guys are like micros. Look at this. Look at this little baby. Nice to see these guys around. Nice to see that those little snook are around. It's always a good sign. It means they're reproducing. Okay guys, so I really hope you enjoyed that fishing part of today's video, but now I'm going to be showing you guys the specs and all of the good stuff with my new setup and basically explaining the reason why I got it. So let's get right into it. Alright guys, so as you guys can see right here, this is the new setup that I have, and I'm going to put the rod down because it's kind of difficult to film right now because of how I have everything set up. I'm in my room. Yeah, so this right here is the Spinfisher VI 4500, and I have it paired up with 20-pound spider wire braid, and I have 300 yards of that on there right now. So that's basically what I'm going to be using mostly for saltwater. And the name right there, it's a power stick rod, and it is a 8-foot 12 to 20 pound. For lures, it's a 1/4 to 2 ounce lures, and this is the Offshore Angler brand right there. And what's nice about this rod, they have the K guides for braided line, so they definitely thought about the angler for using braided line. And then it just goes up to the top right there. And I don't know if you guys can see this, but when you look, I'm going to put my hand here so I could focus, but right here on this part, so you see how it's glossy here on this part of the rod right here? On this part of the rod, because this is a 2-piece rod, because it's 8-foot, so this part right here is a little bit, it has like this different type of material. It's like a coarse material, so when you grab it, if you try to take the rod apart, it's very easy. So I think that's a very nice design. I've never seen it on any other types of rods, but basically it just helps you to take the rod out much easier than when you don't have it. So because sometimes it's slippery and it's kind of hard to take out, and then you grab on the guides and you're moving the guides trying to take out, and they could break. So the next thing I want to show you guys is the back of the rod. So the back of the rod has a very nice length here. It has like a split grip style of rod, very similar to the Penn Spinfisher rods. With this rod, I was in a little bit of a predicament because I was debating between the Star rod and this rod, and I was at Bass Pro and I was comparing the two. And the reason I went with the power stick over the Star rod is because the fact that it's 8-foot. With the Star rod, they have a 7.6, a 7-foot, and the 8-foot. So the problem is with the Star rods, they have an 8-foot, but it's a heavier 8-foot, mostly for throwing big swim baits and flare hawks and stuff of that nature, maybe going offshore or whatever. But now the 7-foot is a little bit short, and I have a bunch of 7-foot rods ready. I don't want to get something that I already have. And then they had the 7.6, but the only problem with the 7.6 is it doesn't throw heavier lures like big swim baits and stuff like that, because it's not rated for that. So that's the reason I went with the 8-foot, is because it's an 8-foot, but it's the same rating as how the 7-foot is, which is 12 to 20 pound, and it can throw up to 2 ounce lures. So that's the reason I got the 8-foot in the power stick versus the Star rod. But I am planning on getting the 7.6 Star rod pretty soon, because I want to pair it up with my Sienna or my Viper 2, and basically I'll use that for freshwater fishing and also some inshore saltwater fishing when I go off the beach for light tackle and stuff like that. Okay, so I'm going to quickly read off the specs of the Spinfisher VI 40. This is the 4500 model I have, and I'm going to quickly read the specs to you guys because that is important when knowing when you're buying a reel in. So for 8-pound test, you're gonna have 425 yards. For 10-pound, it's 320, and for 12-pound, it's 235. Now, I'm not using mono, obviously, because I'm using braid. But for 15-pound test braid, it's going to give you 390 yards. For 20-pound braid, which I have 320 yards on there. And for 30-pound, it gives you 250. It has 6 bearings, 20 pounds of max drag. The gear ratio is 6 to 2 to 1. The retrieve rate is 40 inches per turn of the handle. So the weight of the Spinfisher is 12.5 ounces. Drag type is front drag. Drag material is the standard HT100 drag system. And it has the color is black gold and the instant anti-reverse, which is normal in all of the Penn reels. The Penn reels, they have the sealed, in this one it has the new IPX5 sealed rating. So it's waterproof from the water, but obviously not for being dunked underwater and to reel underwater, but it is sealed and waterproof. So that's probably one of the main reasons why I got this reel, is because I'm going to be using it for saltwater, and I wanted something that's sealed and I don't have to worry if I get a little splash on it. And obviously I'm never going to be dunking this reel underwater for any reason, unless I'm like in the water with a fish and I have the reel, and then again I don't have to worry about it, so I'm good with that. So that is basically the quick rundown of my new saltwater setup, and the reason I got this setup was for throwing bigger swim baits and also for throwing flare hawks. I really want to get into throwing big swim baits and flare hawks for snook and tarpon and all that, because I've been doing saltwater fishing and I'm seeing that, you know, people are really catching good fish on that, and I really wanted to learn about it. So it's going to be a learning experience for me, but I'm definitely going to enjoy it because I'm going to be targeting a lot bigger fish. So I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, be sure to hit that like button, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And one last thing, all of the links down below, go and check out all my sponsors, One Stop Marine, Piscifun, and Southern Fin Apparel. I have all their links in the description. You guys can go and check them out, and I'll catch you guys in that next video.